Morning friends, happy Tuesday, how are you doing? And the pantomime of the UK taxpayer-funded, non-working royal family continues. UK taxpayers are forced to buy a ticket, but we don't want to go and see the pantomime. It's absolutely off the scale ridiculous. If you didn't know, this photograph of Khate, and it's not the best photograph, but we'll get to that later, was taken at the celebration of the Order of the Garter yesterday. The Order of the Garter is basically a secret society that upholds the principles of the United Kingdom. The royals vote themselves into it. It's basically a procession of ridiculously dressed royals that bestow honours upon themselves and their wives. It's totally inappropriate for 2025. Even if it was at zero cost in terms of financials, it's just not a relevant thing to do. Yes, part of it is historical. I get the point of honouring history, but the actual activity is completely pointless. Probably do a longer video on it to explain what it actually is and what it isn't at another time. Get to the point, Martin. You can see this same image in the Daily Mail digital has been edited heavily. The Daily Telegraph have used the original photographer's image, and for a quite solemn, quite historical procession, I'm surprised that the papers have used this image of Khate. Not only does she not look her best, I think she looks a lot older than she actually is, but just horsing around, yeah, it's almost as though the newspapers have got some kind of hidden agenda to portray her in a light that she's, in an untrue and unkind light by catching her at her worst moments. Anyway, have a brilliant day as ever. Comments are open. Let me know what you think.
Oh,
Morning friends, happy Tuesday, how are you doing? Friday, June the 20th. Is this a restock to enable frustrated consumers like me to actually get their hands on something? Or is this something bigger? I think it must be bigger. The Daily Mail told us that some product lines wouldn't be restocked at all. The Daily Mail also told us that there was new Netflix content dropping around the end of June. So is this it? I don't know. Maybe let me know in the comments. Also, I don't know whether you saw it, massive rumours in the UK digital media today about Harry and his own Netflix thing going on. Harry's got earning power, is a prolifically talented public speaker. I think he would be great in front of the camera on Netflix. We've all seen him being interviewed by the BBC. We've all seen him on stage with Travelist. Has he got his own series coming up? How absolutely crazy must the minions in Kensington Palace must be going? The power couple continue to dominate. The other people, well, let's just say, they're not very interesting, are they? Comments are open as ever. Let me know what you think. Morning friends, happy Sunday, how are you doing? And as usual, creator credit time. Thank you Candice Holmes for putting together this image and the commentary. We really appreciate it. The truth is, for the full day, Camilla did not look happy at all. She was unable to look the peasants in the eye. She was waving like this, crazily, like this, sorry, my hand disappeared, just staring forward, but she looked absolutely miserable. Surrounded by unlimited resources, unlimited time and unlimited money, she's literally married a billionaire, and she could not even smile for the day. It just reminds me why this family is so inappropriate, unrelatable and outdated in 2025. They really, really, really do not appreciate how fantastically lucky they are to be in their position of privilege. And because they don't appreciate it, we know that they can also not appreciate the lives of normal, hardworking British families in the UK. They're so removed from reality, they don't even know why they're there. And they're so removed from reality, they've got no idea of how lucky that they actually are. It's time for change in 2025 and 2026. The protests yesterday were significant, to say the least. As ever, comments are open. Let me know what you think. Morning, friends. Happy Saturday. How are you doing? Bit of a non-story, this one, but let's have some patience and debunk it together. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's shock move that twists the knife. Can we just remind ourselves who started this battle? It wasn't Meghan and Harry. In royal family feud, it's almost beyond belief. Well, this story, if you didn't know, is just about Meghan and Harry rejigging the team that work around them. Meghan's got Netflix, other commercial ventures because she's a prolific investor in other female-founded businesses. Harry has Invictus Games, numerous charities, Travelist. They need a team of people behind them. They've employed a brand new communications director. Some people have left the team. Some people have joined the team. It's entirely up to Meghan and Harry who is in that team and what jobs those people had before they joined Harry and Meghan's team. Obviously, it makes sense for them to hire people that have some experience of working around royal families in the UK and elsewhere. That is all I will say. That experience is going to be helpful when crafting business plans and crafting messaging to the public so everyone knows what these two are up to. And why this Khate and William in this photo, I have no idea. I mean, is this the only way Daily Mail can get us to actually agree that they're contributing something useful? I don't know. As ever, comments are open. Let me know what you think. Have a brilliant day. Morning, friends. Happy Saturday. How are you doing? It's the day of trooping the colour in the UK today. The waste of millions of pounds designed to celebrate the lazy king's birthday. Before we start, creator credit time. Thanks, Andy Sussex on TikTok and over on Twitter and X for putting this together for us. And thank you to the Scottish Daily Express, who also appear to have some brave and proper investigative journalists still working for them. Prince William and Kate Middleton attitude changes as palace staff lose patience. And this story, if you didn't know, is all about palace staff being frustrated that they literally cannot get Kate and William to do a reasonable level of engagement. They must feel like they've taken on the laziest employees in the world trying to get Kate and William to work. Although the irony is, they actually work for the UK taxpayer. The whole royal family works for the UK taxpayer, people like me. Trying to get them to work, as we all know, is rather difficult. Contracts with deliverables? No. KPIs? No. SLAs? No. They take, and deliver very, very little. And it's chime. It's chime. It is chime. It's chime, but it's also time for change in 2025 and 2026. Have a brilliant Saturday. As ever, comments are open. Let me know what you think.
What Harry and Meghan are doing with their PR right now is a masterclass in controlling the narrative. What do I mean? So they exited royal roles, they built their own platform, and they're no longer fighting the tabloids because they've outgrown the tabloids. So in this latest move, bringing in Method Communications and expanding to an 8-person global team is no longer a rescue mission. It's now the blueprint. And this is how luxury disruptors, this is how they move. It's about strategic silence, it's about curated visibility, and then a brand story so strong that even critics have to quote it. So remember, damage control says, oh, please do not misunderstand us. And narrative control says, here's what you'll be understanding next, because, you know, we no longer care what you think. So right now, kudos to Harry and Meghan on this incredible strategic move. My name's Elizabeth. I'm the author of The Luxpreneur, and for more insights like this, please like, share, comment, and follow me.
I do think that if Harry and Meghan came back and they really worked at it and they sort of said, right, we're going to be here and we're going to go for it, I think it would be fantastic. It would give everybody hope that, as you say, Paula, that families can be reconciled and that actually people can get better, that there's some redemption in this
And I think
world.
a really big concern, Vanessa, is, what is the relevance of the royal family in terms of those 18 to 25-year-olds out there at the moment? We know that when they are polled, that they continuously do not identify with the royal family anymore. Here we have a fantastic opportunity with Harry and Meghan and with their children, in the same way that we have Prince William and obviously Catherine, of course. But, it's a larger... We need that momentum, I think, to support the royal family, to keep them relevant, to keep them going live on TikTok or whatever it is.
You probably recall the last appearance where... Was it Harry and Meghan sat behind William and Catherine? Yeah. Was it at St Paul's Cathedral or something? And they didn't speak and they didn't look and they didn't make eye contact, and it was quite clear there was no rapprochement whatsoever, whether people wanted there to be or not. There just wasn't. They couldn't even fake it for the cameras. They knew the whole world was watching. They couldn't manage to look at each other and smile. So could you ever imagine?
They've burnt more bridges than the German Lufthansa. So it's hard to imagine
Have they, Kathy, or is it both sides?
Probably a bit of both.
I think.
Imagine if Meghan had this happen to her. Now imagine you're Khate and it happens often. And I'm not even including the one where she actually mooned people on an engagement. I'm not even going to show the picture. I'm not even going to show the blurred version because I don't want people to report my account. And not only does she get to move on, they are constantly sweeping everything she does under the rug that could be critiqued. Since she married William in 2011, she has not done more than 145 engagements per year. For context, in 1985, when William was the same age as George was in 2016, Princess Diana did 299. In 2020, when she did a virtual engagement, she was caught in an embarrassing situation when they told her, "You haven't visited us since 2012 in 8 years." But you probably didn't hear about it because this is the type of puff pieces that were written about her when she did that engagement. Like, it's just so crazy to me that Khate can be the least busy of all senior royals, for constantly made blunders like this. Didn't start her own solo project until September of 2018, seeing a couple of her charities shutting down or partially shutting down, and she's allowed to move on from these mistakes, which I do understand is a curse in and of itself, that she has to constantly stay silent, do nothing, and be perfect. However, Meghan is dragged through the mud for seemingly anything and everything. In one of my recent videos, someone made a comment about Charles's 70th garden party birthday. They were discussing a rumor as if it was a fact. Like, imagine the Daily Mail debunking you and debunking that rumor, and you still going around and believing it as a fact. Like, I just keep remembering when the South Park episode aired and the British media and the Rota just like whipped themselves up into a frenzy. And they literally feasted on that for days and weeks and possibly months. And that's what Meghan Markle has to deal with versus Khate, where for every one of these, you get about 12 of these puff pieces. And vice versa with Meghan. For every one good story about her, you get about, honestly, like 100 bad mistakes. Imagine if Meghan had this happen to her. Now imagine you're Khate and it happens often. And I'm not even including the one where she actually mooned people on an engagement. I'm not even going to show the picture. I'm not even going to show the blurred version because I don't want people to report my account. And not only does she get to move on, they are constantly sweeping everything she does under the rug that could be critiqued. Since she married William in 2011, she has not done more than 145 engagements per year. For context, in 1985, when William was the same age as George was in 2016, Princess Diana did 299. In 2020, when she did a virtual engagement, she was caught in an embarrassing situation when they told her, you haven't visited us since 2012 in 8 years. But you probably didn't hear about it because this is the type of puff pieces that were written about her when she did that engagement. Like, it's just so crazy to me that Khate can be the least busy of all senior royals, for constantly made blunders like this. Didn't start her own solo project until September of 2018, seeing a couple of her charities shutting down or partially shutting down, and she's allowed to move on from these mistakes, which I do understand is a curse in and of itself, that she has to constantly stay silent, do nothing, and be perfect. However, Meghan is dragged through the mud for seemingly anything and everything. In one of my recent videos, someone made a comment about Charles's 70th garden party birthday. They were discussing a rumor as if it was a fact. Like, imagine the Daily Mail debunking you and debunking that rumor, and you still going around and believing it as a fact. Like, I just keep remembering when the South Park episode aired and the British media and the Rota just like whipped themselves up into a frenzy. And they literally feasted on that for days and weeks and possibly months. And that's what Meghan Markle has to deal with versus Khate, where for every one of these, you get about 12 of these puff pieces. And vice versa with Meghan. For every one good story about her, you get about, honestly, like 100 bad ones.
Hello my people, Lady Rosie here. How y'all doing? All my new subscribers, you're welcome, and my returning subscribers, y'all know I love you. Guys, did y'all see the order of Garter yesterday? So apparently Mambos was there last time in 2008. You heard me right. She was there. She attended this order when she was still dating Prince Bully. So right now, Mambos went yesterday. So you know how they get Mambos to go to those events? They actually do give her extra money in allowances. She's on fixed income. Do you see how her life it really is? Do you see Mambo's life? Mambo's life is miserable. Do not take the words coming out of these tabloids' mouths. And if you do pay attention to details, listen to them carefully. We've been around here for a minute now. Yeah, I've been around, like I've been grown. I've been like a grown adult for about close to 15 years. I've been like really dissecting lots of stuff. 15, or let's say, let's go a little bit back, like 18 years, let's put it like that. Like 18 years, I've been like really critical thinking for those years. So when you look at everything that's happening with the Mambos in that cycle, did you see what Sophie Wessex did yesterday? That eye roll can't ride. You know what? You need to pay attention. Okay? Look at people's body languages. You know those body language specialists who do come out here to talk about Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex with His Royal Highness the Duke of Sussex? Those people are stupid haters. Those are just a bunch of stupid racists who are really not even qualified to look at nobody's behavior and even think or diagnose anybody's behavior, because guess what? They do not qualify. And who is qualified to look at people's description of people's body language and people's facial expressions and emotions, reading them through? I got those qualifications. Don't let them tell you otherwise, because those people, they will pop in and pop out with 2 words because they tend to believe in themselves. You know, lots of them people never even finished 1 grade of anything in university, where that thing is called university for a reason, because that's the universe. When you go there, that's when you learn lots of damn other clues around life, I hear. So those, half of those people, even the Mambo went to University of St. Andrews. You know what she went to do there? She went to mattress herself. She never went there to learn. And if you look at that Sophie Wessex is a little bit articulated than these Mambos. Sophie Wessex is actually a little bit smarter than Mambos, even though she is part of tabloids. You know, if you look at Mambos, you look at where Mambos came from. I tell you, there are no substance in that whole entire family. Did you see what his sister, what her sister, Pippa Middleton? Did y'all see what's happening, huh? Y'all did not watch, y'all did not read that little piece of stuff that I posted on my thing? Y'all didn't watch that? I told y'all, this Pippa's husband, they're filing for bankruptcy. Their family's broke. You know that guy be living on old money? That guy, I believe his name is Matthew. Yeah, that Matthew be living on old money. And that old money is not what the value that you guys gonna count in billions today. It's hundreds of thousands. He has some kind of estates that he inherited from all those aristocrats. You know those aristocrats, they got pieces of lands, they got pieces of properties and all those. That's how they make their money. And some of them have those duchies. That's how them people be making money. And this Pippa's one, he's trying to build daycare in one of them places, and still it's not working because the people in that region do not want them. So therefore, right now here, the husband is filing for bankruptcy. This is social climbers, I tell you. The one who social climber, like legitimately, Mambos. But you know what? Atikama came and visited her real quick after a few years. But I believe they just took her so they could use her eggs with that Russian surrogate. It's not coming from my mouth. Allegedly, I posted the thing out here. A Russian member from the Kremlin. Yes, is Kremlin, is Russia, is Москва. Говорил, что она не родилась в эти детей. Вот по-русски, я вам уже все сказала по-русски. И если понимаете, хорошо, если не понимаете, тоже хорошо. There you go. That person came and popped out. That person is close to Kremlin. And the person came and told you guys, this kid, Mambos, did make those children with some surrogate from Russia. And which I do believe, because her body just does not look like somebody who ever made any damn baby. Her body is so sluggish. She looks lazy. She looks like she can't carry on damn anything. Did you see that baby mama dance? That the Duchess of Sussex came out here, shook herself before she popped that baby out. Mambos can't do half of that. And how are you assuming that she carried 3 babies for 9 months? No, I believe Svetlana Vladimirovna, давай еще так говори нам, так скажите правда, что там с ней? Y'all need to tell us in по-русски. We're listening. Oh my goodness, I never got so excited. Those eyes, Sophie Wessex's eyes. Sophie Wessex is like, do not be messing up with my nephew. My nephew does not like you. You cannot wash your legs. You don't know how to wash your legs. My nephew said he does not want you close to him. And right now, whoever gave you all those pearls you wear around your neck and popping out without a little tablecloth, that white thing that you wore on you be pissing me off. What are you assuming that you're gonna be doing? You're gonna be the queen and I ain't gonna be nobody. I'm gonna be following you behind, and guess what? On top of that, I'm smarter than you, Mambos. Oh, Sophie was so pissed. She showed it on camera. It wasn't no secret. That's when the real behavioral specialists like me come out to read your body language. Yes, because I can. Yeah, and I qualify to do so. Oh my goodness, Mambos, you in trouble. That society is actually talking about you up and down, and you know, your step grandmama, no, your stepmother, you step, what do you call him? You step, what is that that relationship? I don't even know how to define it. Your step, what are your stepmother-in-law? Oh my goodness. Remember that sociology? We used to put all those stuff together back in the day when I used to learn sociology when I was in those school. We learned the family dynamics when you put all those arrows to direct who's related to who. So this one here is a stepmother-in-law, the queen mistress, the home wrecker. That one, Camilla do not want to see you around. Camilla don't want no some low class social climber to be any kind of queen, when she is the one, she actually wrecked the queen of people's hearts of marriage so she could take the throne, and she did it. And you thinking you little a British airline self is gonna come take that power from Camilla? Ain't gonna happen. And that's exactly why you are the way you are there, and that's why Prince Bully broke up with you. And right now here they just soliciting you, giving you a little bit of money and telling you we're gonna pay for your transportation, and you need to show up to this one here so you could come play nice in front of the camera, so nobody's gonna keep questioning everything that is happening to you in that Adelaide cottage there. Girl, you be freezing that place. I heard it. Yeah. The little bird came and told me, girl, I don't really feel sorry for you though. You know, I don't be feeling no damn sorry for no terrible people like you. I don't. You need to run in there in the Adelaide cottage, and I'm gonna pray for God, and I'm gonna pray for Auntie Karma to do whatever she's doing. She's doing it good. And family, I'm gonna talk to y'all guys again tomorrow. Please subscribe to all the success friendly channels. Go to my sister Isabella Bax channel. That's Weezy's channel. It's called Isabella Bax channel. Hit that subscribe button, and also go to my brother Baron's channel, which is called the Royal Success. So you could also subscribe to the brothers channel, and also go to all other success friendly channels, success spotlight, success news, family, video, TV, success everything. They're going there. Hit that subscribe there. Let's grow this community. Get me more views on these videos of mine. I'm telling you, that'd be just so cute. I'll talk to you guys again later. Bye for now. I love you.